Tonight, relief and frustration. The stimulus checks are going into millions of bank accounts, but for others, it's a waiting game. We are helping you follow your money. The road to recovery. A Patton Village police officer giving us all hope as he walks out of the hospital a month after he was in critical condition with COVID-19. And the art of appreciation. Neighbors celebrating Houston's heroes on the front lines and brightening up the community at a time when we can certainly all use it. Good evening. I'm Len Cannon reporting from home tonight. President Trump mentioned Houston during his news conference this afternoon with encouraging news saying the number of COVID-19 cases in our city are declining. However, we reached out to Dr. Peirce, the health authority for the city of Houston. He said, I hope the president is right, but says so far the data does not show a decline in Houston. Does not show a decline so far. But today, Mayor Turner did say there are signs the curve is flattening in our area. Let's check the numbers. More than 6,000 cases of COVID-19 in the Houston area. That's up 300 from just yesterday. More than 1,200 people thankfully have recovered, including this guy, an officer with the Patton Village Police Department in Montgomery County. He is back home tonight. He left the hospital after being admitted a month ago with COVID-19. He was one of the first cases in our area and at one point was on a ventilator in critical condition. His name hasn't been released, but there was a team of people sending him off as he heads home. This is great news to share, and we certainly wish the officer well. Now back to what Mayor Turner had to say. He says new numbers show social distancing seems to be working in the Houston area, but we cannot get complacent. Adam Bennett takes a closer look.
Well, then, the mayor says that encouraging news came from conversations with Texas Medical Center officials. He says new data also backs it up. Now, the city did report 3 new COVID-19 deaths today. 3 men, 2 black, 1 white, all 50 and above with underlying health conditions. Houston now has 23 deaths and just over 2,300 confirmed cases. During his daily news conference, Mayor Turner showed charts comparing Houston to other major U.S. cities. Those show Houston's rate of COVID-19 deaths and cases on the low end of that list.
When we hit the peak, whenever that should be, that is not game over. That is halftime. And then more work is going to need to come in as we try to, and this is not my lane, this is the mayor's lane, but how we restart society. It'll be my job to help advise the mayor on how we do that while at the same time protecting folks, because the virus is still in the community and the virus doesn't care. And if we give the virus an opportunity, it will take it.
Dr. Peirce says those numbers are proof that social distancing and staying home are saving lives. He says there's a plan in the works to start mobile testing. And the mayor's office confirms Walgreens will run a free drive-up COVID-19 testing site at their former store on Westheimer and Highway 6. They'll prioritize certain groups showing symptoms: healthcare workers, first responders, people 65 and older, and those with pre-existing health conditions. Len?
All right, Adam, thank you. Testing continues to expand in the area. Now anyone can get tested at community-based sites in Houston, Fort Bend, and Galveston counties, but you must call first so that you can register. There is some frustration, however, up in Montgomery County over the lack of widespread free testing. County authorities blame it on too much demand and not enough supply, but Ron Trevino found they are making some progress.
Health officials in Montgomery County say they started ordering COVID-19 test kits back on March 16th, but they haven't had much luck. A lot of people in Montgomery County have had to travel to Houston for testing, but the Montgomery County Hospital District is hoping hundreds of tests will be arriving in the next few days, so they hope to be offering free testing for at-risk people next week. Testing actually has been going on at a number of places in Montgomery County. People with insurance are having their copays waived, and the county has set up this hotline, 936-523-5040. Back to you.
We have a list of the testing sites all across our area and the screening process. Just go to our website, khou.com. Now to your money. So many questions about this, and we're hearing your frustrations about those stimulus checks. Some say you're getting an error message like this when you try to track your check with the IRS's new online tool. We are trying to get answers for you. Stephanie Whitfield has been trying to figure out what you should do if you are having issues.
This week, the IRS says 80 million Americans will be getting stimulus payments in their bank accounts. The first round of people getting money are those who got direct deposits for tax refunds in 2018 or 2019. Now, you can check the status of your payment online. At least that's the idea. A new stimulus money tracker went live on irs.gov today. However, a lot of people are reporting issues. Some are getting this message, saying payment status not available. Others say the money was sent to the wrong account or the system can't determine eligibility. We've asked the IRS what taxpayers should do. If you're getting this message, you should try again tomorrow. According to a press release, the Treasury Department says Get My Payment is updated once a day, usually overnight. Unfortunately, people can't use the online system to update info after the stimulus money is sent. It's unclear what people can do. The IRS says COVID-19 has shut down phone assistance lines, and the government hasn't said how people can let them know if the amount sent is wrong or if the money was deposited in the wrong account. Stephanie Whitfield, KHOU 11 News.
There are certainly a lot of moving parts here. Thanks, Stephanie. Now, to keep an eye on your money and when you can expect your check, simply text MONEY to 713-526-1111. We'll send you a link so you can track it and get answers to your questions about the stimulus checks. On Friday, Governor Greg Abbott is expected to announce plans on reopening the Texas economy. There's been a lot of discussion about this, and one Houston group is urging leaders to reopen business by May 1st. May 1st. So we'd like to know, what do you think about this idea? Should businesses reopen on May 1st? Go to khou.com/vote now or the KHU 11 app to weigh in. And while you're voting, here's Jason Miles with more on this debate.
From the governor to the county judge to Houston's mayor, this 4-page letter was sent to all of them today asking that businesses reopen. It was sent by a group called Houston Coronavirus Business Group, formed just last week by a Houston real estate executive, but aimed at helping small businesses. Hundreds have also signed an online petition. It wants business activity to resume on May 1st with some precautions and considers the current economic toll too devastating to do nothing.
There's been a lot of stories about obviously the health aspect of all this, and that's certainly something that's important. But the lives and businesses of small businesses are being destroyed.
A number of political leaders have suggested that stay-at-home orders be lifted as soon as possible, but the focus for most remains public safety and effectively containing COVID-19. At last check, this new group's petition had more than 360 signatures from both individuals and businesses. You can read the letter sent to government leaders today on khou.com. Back to you.
Now, as for our poll, thank you, Jason. Do you think business should reopen by May 1st? More than 70% of you are saying no, it is too soon. We thank everybody for participating. The governor is expected to announce a plan soon on what to do about the future of Texas schools. Right now, they are closed through May 4th. Now, you might recall we told you this yesterday that Fort Bend ISD, the first district in our area to make the decision to keep students out of the classroom for the remainder of the year. The superintendent, Dr. Charles Dupree, says students and staff are worried not enough time has passed and worry they could be exposed to the virus.
So our concern was that we're going to end up in a situation where a large percentage of our students are not going to be coming to school.
He says 65% of students are engaged in online learning, and the district will push back graduation to July. No other districts have made such a decision so far.